Embarking on a journey into the world of pottery is a truly wonderful decision. It is an ancient craft connecting us to the earth, creating something beautiful and functional from a simple lump of clay. The process is a mindful, calming, rewarding practice that brings peace and accomplishment. Imagine crafting your own collection of breakfast bowls. Imagine a custom vase perfectly suited for a bouquet from your garden. This art form is accessible to everyone. With guidance and patience, you will create pieces to use, display, and share. Before you touch your first piece of clay, find inspiration and education. Join a local pottery class or community studio as a first step. An experienced instructor provides hands-on guidance, techniques hard to learn from books or videos alone. A studio is also community. Learn from fellow artisans and share the joy of creation. If a class is not available, high-quality online tutorials can teach fundamentals like hand building and the basics of the potter's wheel. To begin your pottery adventure, you will need to assemble a small collection of essential tools and supplies. A basic pottery toolkit is quite modest and can be easily acquired. Wire tool for slicing clay from a block. Potter's needle for trimming and scoring. Wooden modeling tools for shaping and refining. Natural sponge for smoothing surfaces and managing water. Metal or rubber rib for creating clean, uniform walls. Sturdy apron to protect your clothing from splatters. Choosing the right clay is another critical decision for a beginner. Start with earthenware clay. Earthenware is porous, fires at lower temperatures, and is very pliable. Or a light-colored stoneware with fine grog. Stoneware offers more strength and durability, while remaining beginner-friendly. Avoid porcelain at the outset. It is finicky and unforgiving. Once you have your clay, prepare it properly before you build. This process is called wedging. It removes trapped air bubbles and creates a uniform, homogeneous consistency. Air bubbles can expand during firing and cause cracks or even explosions in the kiln. One of the most common and frustrating mistakes for a beginner is failing to wedge the clay properly. Small blisters often signal trapped air. Wedge for 5 to 10 minutes. Slice and inspect. If you see bubbles, keep wedging with a consistent, methodical motion. Another challenge is achieving a properly centered mound of clay. Off-center clay will wobble and fight even pulls. Use leverage and pressure with patience. Brace your elbows against your thighs or hips. Use the entire surface of your hands, not just fingertips. Apply firm, steady pressure towards center and keep the clay well lubricated with water. If you struggle, stop, reform the mound, and begin centering again. Avoid too much or too little water. Keep the surface slick, not saturated. Use a sponge to add sparingly and remove pooling water inside the pot. For even walls, use consistent pressure with your inside and outside hands, and pull upward in a smooth, continuous motion. Check base thickness with a needle. Aim for about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Finding balance comes with practice and feel. A beautiful pot can be ruined by improper drying. The most common mistake is letting it dry too quickly or unevenly. Rapid evaporation creates stress and cracks, especially at rims, handles, and bases. Cover loosely with plastic for 24-48 hours to slow evaporation and even out drying. Keep work away from sun, heaters, and drafts for a gentle transition to leather hard. Attach additions when moisture matches, ideally soft leather hard, using score and slip. Score both surfaces, apply slip, press firmly, and clean excess for a strong, seamless join. Trim at leather hard, secure upside down, use sharp tools, and create a smooth, level foot. Never bisque fire damp work. Residual moisture turns to steam and can shatter pieces. If it feels cool to your cheek, it is not ready. Bone dry feels room temp, lighter in color and weight. When in doubt, wait an extra day or two. Patience prevents kiln catastrophes. Every step is an opportunity to learn and refine. Embrace the process. It is about working with the clay, not against it. Glazing is where your piece truly comes to life with color and texture, but it presents its own set of potential mistakes. Applying glaze too thickly can run and fuse to shelves. Too thin looks patchy and dull. Aim for 2 to 3 even coats, letting each layer dry. The glaze should be the consistency of a heavy cream. Always wipe the foot clean and about 1/4 inch up, or use wax resist to prevent sticking. Liquid glaze rarely matches the fired result. Create test tiles from your clay body. Fire and log your tests. This prevents surprises and builds glazing confidence. Do not be afraid to start simple. One beautiful glaze is a victory. Start with reliable commercial glazes. Dipping is often the easiest method for beginners. As you get comfortable, try brushing, layering, sgraffito, wax resist, and sponging. A simple, well-executed glaze on a well-formed pot beats a flawed, complex design. Pottery is a continuous learning journey. Be patient, celebrate small wins, and cherish each handmade piece. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe for more inspiration. Thank you, and enjoy the process.